this week is all about work and life balance. So I wanted to explain to you about setting your own rules and knowing your own boundaries and sticking to them. So when I first started up my business, I decided straight away that I would be doing Monday to Friday and I would not be working weekends at all. This goes back to when I was working as a photographer, and I used to do, the studio was open 7 days a week. So sometimes I would miss out on bank holidays, I'd miss out on my weekends when my husband was at home, and so we weren't seeing each other as much as I would have liked. So as soon as I started my business, I decided it was 5 days a week. Maybe one evening I wouldn't be doing any more than that, and I have stuck to that. So if anybody asks me if I work weekends, it's a straight out no. I don't do that. If anyone texts me or emails me at the weekend, if it's a text message, they might get a quick text message back just saying, hi, thanks for contacting me. I will be in contact with you sometime at the beginning of next week. So I'm not ignoring them, but I'm making them aware that I do not work weekends. And so I set my boundaries so that everybody knows. This is what you need to do in order to make sure that people know exactly whether or not they can contact you in the evenings, weekends. Otherwise, everybody thinks that you're just constantly available, which we're not, and we need to switch off from our businesses and work, whatever's going on. We need to have that time just for us. The tip for today is basically making a list before you go to bed at night. So instead of going to bed and thinking, oh, I need to do this tomorrow, I need to do that, I need to get this done, and then ending up getting up and doing different bits and pieces because they haven't been done throughout the day. A really good idea is to 45 minutes to an hour before you actually go to bed is just start writing a list of what needs to be done the following day. This will do two things. It will get you more organised for the following day, so you know what it is you've got to do, what things you can achieve throughout that day. And also it helps you to clear your mind so that you'll be able to sleep better at night as well. So you won't be constantly thinking about, oh, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. So getting that balance between work and home life. If you've got kids or a partner and you feel as though you're not spending enough time with them, then actually schedule it into your diary. So you can set your schedule out so that there's specific days when you are actually spending time with them. So maybe if you're running your own business, you might want to finish a bit earlier that day so that you've got the rest of the day to actually do something with the family or your partner or do whatever it is. So you're actually blocking it out, and it then becomes a habit. So you're actually then starting to get more and more time. And if anybody then says, oh, I need you to do this regarding work, you can turn around and say, well, actually, no, that time's scheduled for, well, you don't need to tell them what it's scheduled for. You just need to say, no, sorry, I'm busy at that time, I can't do that, but I can do it, and then look in your diary and let them know when you can do that. It's a case of prioritising what really means something to you. So prioritising your family and your partner, because they're the ones that are going to be around and about for the rest of your life. So you need to spend time with them. They are the most important thing. So if something comes up, work really isn't that important. Yes, it's important for earning a bit of money and everything else, but at the end of the day, what really matters is the love of your family. On your deathbed, you're not going to say, I wish I spent more time working. You're more likely to say, I wish I spent more time with my friends, my family, and my loved ones. Make a list, yes, another list, of the things that you need to do, but to start prioritising them. So pick 4 things. So pick the most urgent things that you need to get done and plan out, set a specific time in which to do those, because you'll actually find that when you've got a limited amount of time, you will actually you're more likely to get those things done because you're being more productive. But also, by choosing 4 things, choose the 4 important things to get done throughout that day, you're actually making a lot more progress because you're not fiddling about doing those silly little bits and pieces that really don't actually matter and don't need to be done right now. They can be left for another time. And if you've got 5 minutes later on and they're a quick, easy job, then you can get those done. And you'll find that you're much more productive. You feel a lot happier because you've ended up getting those bits and pieces and those more urgent things done rather than leaving them until the last minute.